This right here is my good luck charm. It's Chihuahua Cruz.
You know what's funny about confidence? Sometimes it blinds you. It makes you forget something very simple, that the guy standing across from you didn't come to shake hands. He came to break you.
You guys have never seen Diego on this much fuego before.
And Isaac Pitbull Cruz. He has broken every single person who thought they had him figured out. Every single one. Today, we're going to talk about the fighters who looked at Pitbull Cruz and thought, this guy, really, he's too small, too slow, too short.
Pitbull's a very good fighter, he's strong, he's aggressive, and he did good in the lower weight classes, but I'm too big and I'm too strong and I'm too smart for Pitbull. Like, I'm not buying any of the hype.
And then the bell rang, and none of them were ready for what happened next. The trap of the underdog. Here is the thing most people don't realize about Isaac Cruz. He doesn't look intimidating at first. He walks into the arena looking like the smaller guy, the underdog, the guy your fighter should handle with ease. And that's exactly the trap, because Pitbull Cruz doesn't need to look scary, he just needs the first round to start. And then you realize, oh no, this guy doesn't stop. He walks you down like you owe him money. He takes your best shots and keeps coming, and the whole time he's got this look on his face like he's done this 1,000 times before. Calm, patient, ready. We're going to go through the fighters who stepped in front of him with full confidence. Some undefeated, some champions.
You guys have never seen Diego on this much fuego before. That's why I'm here today. That's why I'm here, because I believe in myself more than anybody. I don't care what anybody thinks of me. I earned this spot because of the amount of work that I put in.
Now Diego Magdaleno is a different kind of story.
Stay focused, stay with the game plan.
Magdaleno is a veteran, a guy who has seen everything the sport has to throw at him. He wasn't unproven, he had knowledge.
Gaining his world title means a lot to him and his family. That's something he worked for all his life. So he believes that it's his time. It's his time, and I know that his confidence will rise.
And when he stepped in with Pitbull Cruz, he probably thought that experience was going to be enough. It wasn't, because here's what nobody tells you about fighting Isaac Cruz. It's not just about technique or skill, it's about will. And Pitbull Cruz has more will than almost anyone in the sport. He pressured Magdaleno from the first second, never giving him a moment to settle or use his experience to slow the fight down. He just kept coming. Round after round, shot after shot, Pitbull pushed forward, breaking the veteran down physically and mentally at the same time. That's the hardest part to watch. Magdaleno wasn't embarrassing himself, he was fighting hard. But Pitbull Cruz is the kind of fighter who makes good fighters look like they don't belong in there. By the end of that night, the veteran had been humbled, not by trash talk, but by pure, unfiltered pressure. Pitbull doesn't need to say a word to show you that you aren't on his level yet.
What do you make of this guy, Isaac Cruz, and his aggressiveness and the way that he fights and the skills that he has?
Bueno, creo que es una buena oportunidad y un buen boxeador que me puede dar el voto a en qué condiciones me encuentro realmente en estos momentos.
Yuriorkis Gamboa. Now here is a name that used to mean something. At his absolute best, Gamboa was electric, explosive power, and fast hands that made the whole arena wake up. But time is undefeated. By the time Gamboa stepped in with Isaac Cruz, the story had already started to change. Gamboa came in believing he still had it, that his speed, his name, and his reputation would be enough. But Pitbull Cruz doesn't care about your reputation. He doesn't care what you used to be. He only cares about what's happening right now, in this moment. And what was happening was simple. Pitbull was walking Gamboa down, and there was nothing the legend could do to stop it. The fight ended the way most Pitbull Cruz fights end, with the other guy staring at the canvas, wondering what just happened. Another name, another story, another fighter who underestimated the Pitbull.
Verdaderamente no pude hacer porque el hábito paró la pelea. No sé por qué no me contó hasta 8.
Let's start with Rolando Romero. Now, if you know Romero, you know the man has never been short of confidence. He talks a lot.
This right here is my good luck charm. It's Chihuahua Cruz.
Poodle. He kind of looks like a pug right now, so yeah, he's a little fat right now.
I completely understand, but you know what? Let him talk, because in the end, at the end of a fight, he's gonna be the true Chihuahua, and he's the one that's gonna end up crying.
Before the Cruz fight, Romero wasn't just confident, he was delusional. He genuinely believed that Isaac Cruz was a stepping stone, a name on his resume he was supposed to walk through on his way to bigger things. He made it personal. He looked at Pitbull like he was nothing. And here's where the story gets good, because when you've been talking that much and the bell finally rings and the guy you've been disrespecting is right in front of you, that first round hits different. Romero came out swinging, fast, aggressive, wanting to prove his point.
But you know that Cruz is going to keep on coming, especially with those overhands, rights and lefts. Cruz has 7 first-round knockouts.
But Pitbull just smiled. He ate the shots. He kept walking. He started timing Romero, studying him like a predator watching its prey tire itself out. You could almost see the moment, right there in the middle of the round, when Romero realized something wasn't right. The guy wasn't going down. The guy wasn't scared. And then Pitbull Cruz switched gears. He stopped defending and started hunting. As every punch he threw came with an energy like he was personally offended that Romero had disrespected him. Body shots, pressure, walking him into corners, breaking him down piece by piece. By the time the final rounds came, all that swagger was gone. What was left was a guy who was no longer fighting. He was just clinging to the ropes, trying to survive the inevitable. And when the referee finally stepped in during that 8th round to save him from himself, Pitbull Cruz didn't just win. He erased every word the champ had ever said.
So, what went wrong during this fight?
It was a total destruction. The lesson Romero learned that night. There are levels to this game, and he wasn't on Pitbull's level.
A un perro con hambre que se va a comer a Giovanni Cabrera. Yo también tengo hambre y vamos a comer taco de perrito.
Giovanni Cabrera. Now this one is my favorite because this one is about the arrogance of the undefeated.
Pitbull's a very good fighter. He's strong, he's aggressive, and he did good in the lower weight classes, but I'm too big and I'm too strong and I'm too smart for Pitbull. Like, I'm not buying any of the hype.
Giovanni Cabrera walked into the Isaac Cruz fight without a single loss on his record. He was confident in that dangerous way where you start believing your own hype. He believed that being undefeated meant something special was protecting him. Here's the thing about undefeated records. They don't walk into the ring with you. When that bell rings, you're alone. Cabrera couldn't prove his record meant anything that night. Basically, Pitbull Cruz came out and immediately took over, controlling the distance, which is wild because he's the shorter guy. He forced Cabrera to fight at his rhythm. Pitbull broke him down slowly, methodically, like he was trying to teach him a lesson. And what he taught him was this. A 0 in that loss column doesn't mean you're great. It just means you haven't met the right guy yet. Cabrera met the right guy, and the 0 was gone. Eduardo Ramirez and Angel Fierro, 2 different fighters, but the same story. Ramirez was a crafty, tricky fighter who thought he could frustrate Pitbull Cruz. For a few rounds he was right. He made it uncomfortable, but Pitbull is patient. He doesn't panic. He just keeps adjusting, keeps hunting, keeps walking you down until the moment comes. And the moment always comes. Angel Fierro stepped in with even more fire and aggression. Against most fighters, that would have worked. Against Pitbull, that aggression was like throwing gasoline on a fire. Pitbull loves when you come at him. He feeds off that energy. Every time Fierro came charging in, Pitbull was right there, countering, punishing, making him pay for every mistake. By the end of both nights, the lesson was the same. If you step in front of Isaac Pitbull Cruz without respect, he will finish you every single time. So what's the real story here? It's not just about boxing. It's about what happens when you let your ego write a check that your body can't cash. Every single fighter on this list made the same mistake. They looked at Isaac Cruz and saw what they wanted to see. A small guy, a short guy, a guy without the size.
Pitbull's a very good fighter. He's strong, he's aggressive, and he did good in the lower weight classes, but I'm too big and I'm too strong and I'm too smart for Pitbull. Like, I'm not buying any of the hype.
Or the glamour. They didn't see the danger. They didn't see the will. They didn't see the Pitbull. He doesn't need you to believe in him. He just needs you to step in that ring, because the moment you do, he will walk you down and break you down. That's not a highlight reel. That's just what happens when you underestimate Isaac Pitbull Cruz. If you're new here, hit that subscribe button. We don't just talk about fighters, we tell you the real story behind the fight. Until then, stay humble out there, because there are levels to this game, and Pitbull Cruz just showed you every single one.